Hello guys, my name is Rohit Nara and I'm in Miss Garcia's first period class. As you can see, this is design number 99. The first step I took was analyzing the constructions, like the design picture, like what constructions do I need to use to create this picture. And what I observed that there's like a line and a perpendicular bisector, and there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 angle bisectors. So in total, there's a line and a perpendicular bisector and 4 angle bisectors bisecting those 90-degree angles. And as you can see in the center, there are small arcs that are actually a circle. You see, an arc is part of a circle or an oval. So there's actually a whole circle, but there's like triangles going through them. So the first step I took, I'm going to this whole line right there, that is the first line I decided to draw, and that's about 3 inches. So then if you rotate the paper, you can clearly see a perpendicular bisector, which is this line. And though I used a construction to create this, so you can see these small erase marks here, that was the perpendicular bisector construction. Are we finished? No. If I were to connect all 4 of those dots, I would just get a diamond, but I need 4 triangles. So what else I did was I observed that if I create an angle bisector, I would have like another leg. So the first leg is the perpendicular bisector, but the second leg of those triangles are the angle bisector. So I created an angle bisector that splits the right angle into 45 degrees, which is like this leg of the triangle. So like this whole line splits those right angles in 45 degrees, creating like 2 legs total of the triangle. So I created that, and the way I finished off the triangle was to connect these collinear points. Let's say it's point A and point B. So I connected them and creating like a straight triangle. The reason these may look a little distorted and not straight is because I colored them and the markers were thick, the ones I used. So that's why it's not straight. So this is how I created those red triangles. And in the center, you see we have arcs. So I used the white plastic part of my compass, and as you can see, there are holes in that plastic part. So I used one of the holes, and I put the center of the plastic part in the center of my construction, and then I rotated that plastic part, thus giving me these perfect arcs. These also look distorted because I colored them. So in conclusion, I'm going to repeat exactly what I did once more. First, I constructed a line, and then I used a perpendicular bisector construction to create a line that goes exactly through the midpoint, and it creates 4 total right angles. So that's one. And then each of that creates 1 leg of a triangle. And next, what I did was you see this line like right here? This line is an angle bisector that splits the right angle in half, making it creating 2 45 degrees angle. The purpose of this was to create another leg in the triangle. So I did that for I created like 2 angle bisectors and a perpendicular bisector and a line. So that creates the triangles. And for each one, I connected the collinear endpoints of the bisector and then the angle bisector. Perpendicular and angle, those are collinear. And in the center, I used the white plastic part of my compass. I put the center point of the plastic part in the center of the construction, and I used like an arc that was relatively close, but not too far away from this point. So then I used that same exact whole creating 4 arcs. So the arc is part of a circle, but the secret was I created a whole circle first using that method, and then I drew the triangles in it to make it look. Since I colored over, you can't see the pencil marks. So in conclusion, that's how I created construction number 99.